Now turn to Part 1. Part 1. You will hear a woman phoning a friend to get information about a job agency. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 5. Now listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 5.
Hello, William. This is Amber. You said to phone if I wanted to get more information about the job agency you mentioned. Is now a good time?
Hi, Amber. Yes, fine. So the agency I was talking about is called Bankside. They're based in Docklands. I can tell you the address now. 497 East Side.
OK, thanks. So is there anyone in particular I should speak to there?
The agent I always deal with is called Becky Jameson.
Let me write that down. Becky...
Jameson. Jameson.
Do you have her direct line?
Yes, it's in my contacts somewhere. Right, here we are. 07866 510 333. I wouldn't call her until the afternoon if I were you. She's always really busy in the morning trying to fill last-minute vacancies. She's really helpful and friendly, so I'm sure it would be worth getting in touch with her for an informal chat.
It's mainly clerical and admin jobs they deal with, isn't it?
That's right. I know you're hoping to find a full-time...
So here, that name of the agency is already mentioned, that there is the name. So whenever you select the keyword, that time you can identify that is a name. And here you have to realize that there may have different times. So here it said that best time to call her. So you have to realize that what time is the best time for call her. It may be afternoon, it may be morning or evening, but you have to identify that when is the best time for her. So that is the afternoon. Okay, let's start again.
Time job in the media eventually, but Becky mostly recruits temporary staff for the finance sector, which will look good on your CV and generally pays better too.
Yeah, I'm just a bit worried because I don't have much office experience.
I wouldn't worry. They'll probably start you as a receptionist or something like that. So what's important for that kind of job isn't so much having business skills or knowing lots of different computer systems. It's communication that really matters, so you'd be fine there. And you'll pick up office skills really quickly on the job. It's not that complicated.
OK, good. So how long do people generally need temporary...
So here that is the same as like that number 2. So the speaker say different skill, but we have to realize that which skill must have good skill for the applicant. So another thing you have to remember, you have to realize that must have, that speaker will not say that must have good. So here it is said the important good skill. So you sometimes you don't need to wait to hear the must have. You have to hear that which is similar to the must have. So here like important is the similar for the must have. So that is the communications, and the speaker told us about the many skill, but that is the answer only. That is the important skill. So important skill is the communication. So that is the answer. And same way you have to think about what is the at least. So here speaker may say that at least once means it may say that is minimum. Okay, let's see.
Staff for. It would would be great if I could get something lasting at least a month.
That shouldn't be too difficult. But you're more likely to be offered something for a week at first, which might get extended. It's unusual to be sent somewhere for just a day or two.
Right. I've heard the pay isn't too bad. Better than working in a shop or a restaurant.
Oh yes, definitely. The hourly rate is about £10, 11 if you're lucky.
That's pretty good. I was only expecting to get £8 or £9 an hour.
So here actually that is the at least that is the minimum time. They are talking about the time. So the applicant was talking about the month, but the speaker is talking about the week. So that is the minimum week. So if they talk about the day, so that would be the minimum. So here, if I compare to the month and week, so week is the minimum and it's at least, so week is the answer. And pay that is per hour, so it's clear that it is 10 per hour. Okay, so €10 per hour. Okay, let's continue for the rest, 6 to 10. So we already here that identified that keyword before that. So we have to just read the sentence and we have to guess that what should be the answer. Like there is a word, so obviously that is the where something it may be clothes, but it's easy. But you have to understand about that spelling mistake because sometimes it may have that spelling mistake. Okay, let's start.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 6 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 6 to 10.
Do you want me to tell you anything about the registration process?
Yes, please. I know you have to have an interview.
The interview usually takes about an hour, and you should arrange that about a week in advance.
I suppose I should dress smartly if it's for office work. I can probably borrow a suit from Mum.
Good idea. It's better to look too smart than too casual.
Will I need to bring copies of my exam certificates or anything like that?
No, they don't need to see those, I don't think.
What about my passport?
Oh yes, they will ask to see that.
Okay.
I wouldn't get stressed about the interview, though. It's just a chance for them to build a relationship with you, so they can try and match you to a job which you'll like. So there are questions about personality that they always ask candidates, fairly basic ones, and they probably won't ask anything too difficult, like what your plans are for the future.
Hope not.
Anyway, there are lots of benefits to using an agency. For example, the interview will be useful because they'll give you feedback on your performance so you can improve next time.
And they'll have access to jobs which aren't advertised.
Exactly. Most temporary jobs aren't advertised.
And I expect finding a temporary job this way takes a lot less time. It's much easier than ringing up individual companies.
Yes, indeed. Well, I think I've covered it.
So that is the answer. I think all answer is correct. And so yeah, here you have to think that 9 and 10, that is a big sentence. So you may not have that time to read the big sentence, or if you read the big sentence, then you may not understand that what you need to listen. So for that purpose, at least you have to be strong on that keyword. Otherwise, you cannot guess that what should be the answer. Like here, I focus on the lace because I didn't read that things properly, because I focus on the lace. So that speaker already told about that less. I think that she told about that minimum that is similar to the less. And here actually I didn't read this sentence because I didn't have time to read this sentence, and I also think that that is not important because here is the strong keyword for me, that is less. So as I already found that that is the good keyword, that is less, so I think that is not necessary for me. So whenever you think that there is no good keyword, so you have to read this sentence to identify that one. It will go to the number 10. Okay, that's it. I think you will also notice that by this time I have also complete the 11 to 14 because number 1 to 10 is pretty easy. So I use this gap time to identify that number 10 to 14. So it would be helpful for the section 2. Okay. So this video is only for the section 1, and I'll prepare the section 2. I think that is also helpful for you. Okay, best of luck.